guy who hangs out in the cafe, well, and you know Graham Hudson, he's lent us a few things. One of which is a beautiful Japanese work, which you'll be interested in, Percy, because actually it's painted on gold leaf, and you were asking me about that the other day. So we can have a look at that, because that's on paper, and I think I've worked out how they've done it. But one of them he had framed by a framer in New York, and in the future I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to make that a video project to copy that frame, and it's beautifully gilded. And of course the ones we've done for him are beautifully gilded as well. Then there's some stuff at various stages of slightly more free, I would say. I wouldn't say rough, or I wouldn't say haphazard, I would say free, because we've gone for stuff I've done as part of my learning to paint process, which are really very free, sort of done more in painterly style. And then we've got various bits. We've got one of Tom's frames, which are sort of, you know, a very nice professional standard of something that's more of a distressed type finish. So there's levels of perfection, and I often talk in framing about the perfect level of imperfection, because you don't actually want perfect, because if you had perfect, you know, you might as well have just coated it in brass or something and stuff. So what you've created, a handmade work of art to go inside this frame that we're finishing, and the last thing you want to do is shove something that's made in a factory around it. So in fact you want a crafted painterly feel, I think, in the finished product. And so the technique I'm about to talk about now is really if you're trying to achieve the perfect thing. But this is water polishing. Now, you know, if you go on your 5-day course and you learn gilding and you spend all the time going through all the processes, you'll be aiming to get a perfect finish. And a perfect finish, as you all know, means perfect preparation. So you can get the gesso to an absolute marble-like finish. Absolutely, a surface to paint on like you've never seen. And to do it, you'd sand it to your finest, you know, with your finest sandpaper, and then you do this water polishing. So what you do is fold your cotton sheet in half, and then holding it at the halfway point, get the bottom half and get it in the water. Just wring that out, so you've only wet half of it, like that. Okay, and you've wrung just the excess water out. It doesn't really matter, just fold it, whatever. Just put half of it in the water. Okay? Okay, then when you get it out of the water, fold it.
Do you wring it out?
Just wring the